Game Week 14 of the Fantasy Premier League is approaching, giving us the opportunity to take a look at more different options. This time, we've selected low ownership picks from Brentford, West Ham United and Tottenham Hotspur, who we think have the potential to make an impact in the coming weeks. As always, to qualify, the player must have a 5 stake or less at the time of writing. IMEE FPL ownership 1.41.4, price £4.8 million. Brentford defender Ben Mee has just returned from injury but was at his best against Arsenal in Game 13. He impressed in air, winning 4 of 5 duels and covering the left side of field well when Vitaly Janelt came forward. The Bees have positive program for the future. 4 of their next 7 opponents are among the worst 6 teams in terms of goals scored and expected goals, so there is a real potential for clean sheet. However, they do have an empty game week 18, but as long as you have a good plan, this is not a problem. Mee, Brentford's Player of the Year for the 202,223 season, also carries an attacking threat, having combined for 3 goals and 2 assists last season. The fact that Game Week 14 opponents Luton Town are at rock bottom when it comes to headers, losing efforts from set pieces in the last 6 game weeks adds to its appeal. And you get the feeling that this matchup could be defined by aerial duels set pieces. Looking briefly at the stats, Brentford sits 7th in goals conceded and 8th in goals conceded so far this season. First half totals could rise even further given the Bees' next 3 games and the fact that Mee will partner Ethan Pinnock during this run. TOMAS SOUCEK FPL ownership 1.61.6, price £4.9 million. TOMAS Soucek has rediscovered his goal-scoring prowess this season, scoring 4 goals in his last 6 games. This coincides with Czech international starting higher up the pitch. Edson, Alvarez and James Ward-Prowse anchor midfield behind him. Over the last 7 game weeks, Soucek has averaged 5.7 points per start and his 16 shots in the box are unbeaten by any FPL midfielders, including Mohamed Salah and teammate Jarrod Bowen. 7 of these efforts were big chances as defined by Opta. It is reminiscent of form the 28-year-old showed in his first spell joining West Ham, when he scored 10 goals in 2021 season. David Moyes even suggested Soucek is almost indispensable at the moment. This is a promising sign considering the schedule. Quote, "Tomas is definitely in form. If that's what you're talking about. He's already got 6 goals this season. So that alone is a really good starting point for him and justifying his place. When he got that chance against Burnley, I thought he took it like someone who has a confident goal-scoring style. It's going great." David Moyes' West Ham will face Crystal Palace, Fulham and Wolverhampton Wanderers in the next 4 matches. If Moyes continues to play Soucek right behind the striker in a 4,231 formation, he will pose a threat given his heading able.